What if I told you that every financial decision that you make is actually measured in regret? Not dollars, not percentages, not returns, regrets. Regrets. So once you understand this, you'll probably never look at money the same way again. Hopefully, that's the point of this. Most people think that financial decisions are about affordability. Affordability. I just did a video on affordability, how it's not an economic term, it's a political one. Basically, politicians use it as an economic metric, but there is no metric for affordability. And in this video, it makes sense because it comes down to the individual. Affordability is a individual metric. So, having said that, can I afford this car? Can I afford this house? Can I afford this vacation? But these are the wrong questions. The real question behind the subject of this video, opportunity cost or regret metric, is what am I giving up to have this? That is the opportunity cost. And opportunity cost it's basically like this invisible thing, which makes it very dangerous. The idea of this was formalized by Friedrich Hayek and Mises. It's the value of the next best alternative you didn't choose. Every yes is a no to something else. You don't normally feel opportunity cost today. It's always something you feel later. And when you get that feeling, that is the regret metric. That's regret. It's like, oh, why? Why did I? Stupid. I should have. The little, always trust. Here's the side. Oh, and I tell my children this all the time, always trust your gut. If you're about to do something and you hesitate, and whatever the feeling is, like you're second guessing yourself, or like something deep down that you can't, viscerally you can't describe is telling you the opposite, listen to that. The regret metric is simple. The true costs of any financial decision equals the future regret you experience when you realize what the money could have become. $30 dinner. That $30 dinner, it's not really $30. It's what that $30 would have been worth in 20 years. So let's do the math. The $30, say you get 8% return over 30 years, that's $300. All right, so, okay, $30 one time, $300, 30 years from now, like big whoop. That's one time. Say you're doing that 2, 3, 4, 5 times a week. Now you're talking thousands, tens of thousands of dollars. So now you think about like these subscriptions that you have, impulse purchases, lifestyle upgrades. These aren't small things. These are life-changing things. These little habits that we have make a huge difference many, many years from now. And this is where the regret starts to creep in. So let's say you get a raise. Now that you have the raise, you upgrade your apartment, you upgrade your car, and upgrade all your habits. Feels harmless, but what happens is the only thing you upgraded was your opportunity cost. You put it into $700 a month lease or financing of your new car, and that's something that depreciates. That's something that doesn't. All it does is suck money in. It doesn't give you anything in the future. So that's a major opportunity cost right there. Over 25 years at 8%, $700 a month, that becomes almost over $500,000. So was that car, was it worth the upgrade? Or 25 years from now, your future self is going to be like kicking you, you're going to be regretting that. Always set yourself up for the future. Always help your future self out, always, because you can't go in reverse. Humans are terrible at long-term thinking. Just innately, we are instant gratification. Behavioral economists such as Daniel Kahneman, probably saying that wrong, showed that we heavily discount the future. We value present pleasure more than future security. Just like that's how we're built. We have to fight against that urge. This is called present bias. We feel that dopamine today. Gotta have that dopamine hit. We don't feel the opportunity cost until decades later. And by then, it's too late. Regret city. So this isn't about becoming a monk. It's about intentional trade-offs. There are purchases you'll never regret, like investing in skills, investing in your health, investing in good relationships, and investing in assets that produce income. because all of these compound. Regret usually comes from consumption that doesn't compound. Like every time I see cheesecake, I pound that thing. I'm just like, yeah. As soon as that last bite hits and is gone from my mouth and I swallow, I regret it immediately. Every time I'm like, why did I do that? Why? Because that dopamine hit. The regret metric forces you to ask one powerful question before every major decision. Will this purchase compound or decay? If it compounds, financially or personally, regret shrinks. If it decays, regret grows. Imagine two versions of you. You today and you at 65. You at 65 can't go back and earn more time, but you today can. When you spend money, you're not just spending dollars. You're spending future freedom. The regret metric is really a freedom metric. How much freedom are you willing to trade away? And financial independence isn't just about wealth. It's about reducing your future regret. Most regret doesn't come from risk. It comes from comfort. Not starting that business, not investing earlier, not buying the property, not building that skill. Fear feels safe, comfortable. When you're too comfortable, you're not taking necessary risks, in my opinion. But inaction compounds too. And sometimes the biggest opportunity cost is not what you bought. It's what you didn't build. Here's how you can apply the regret metric today. This is not financial advice. So any purchase over $100, just calculate its 20-year compound value at 8%. And then just ask yourself, would I rather have the item or that future number? Which one sounds better? If you want that item enough to forego that future return, then go for it. Or if it's just going to be something you buy, it sits in your closet, and you use it twice, probably going to regret that. So if the answer is unclear, just wait 48 hours and then see how you feel about it. I always pause at least a couple day or two at least. If there's any purchase larger than $100, I'm like, oh, do I really need that? Delay always reduces emotional spending. Time clarifies regret. You're not optimizing for today's pleasure. You're optimizing for lifetime satisfaction. Most people won't be poor because they didn't make enough money. They'll be poor because they consistently underestimated opportunity cost. Small daily comforts, small lifestyle upgrades, and small financial leaks. Subscriptions here and there that you don't use ever, or barely use, or that aren't serving you anyway. Each one of these feels harmless. Together, they define your future. Money is stored time. Just think about that for a moment. No one ever really thinks about that. Opportunity cost is stolen time. And regret is realizing too late how much time you gave away. Every financial choice that you make is a vote for one future over another. The regret metric simply asks, will you be proud of that trade? Or will you choose differently? Thank you for watching Bear Economics. Please leave a comment, like, and subscribe if you found any value in this. And I will see you in the next video.